It's no secret that we're altering the climate so severely that soon we'll face apocalyptic consequences. Human activities, from pollution to overpopulation, are changing the Earth's climate. Climate change has consequences for oceans, weather, food resources, and health. It can be tricky and difficult, but climate engineering proposes ways by which we could hack the planet and reverse that trend. Geoengineering is also known as climate engineering. It is an umbrella term for human interventions shaping the Earth's climate system. It can be seen as a way of redesigning the planet. As we enter in the Anthropocene era, human interventions are shaping the Earth's climate system more than the natural forces. It is a large-scale intervention in the Earth's natural system to counteract climate change. It mainly focuses on two ways: removing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere or on offsetting heating effects by reducing the solar energy reaching the Earth's surface. Let's have a look at some ideas. In the technique stratospheric aerosol injection, several jets spread sulfur dioxide aerosol similar to a volcanic eruption. When a volcano erupts, it sends an ash cloud high into the atmosphere. The sulfur dioxide release combines with water to form sulfuric acid aerosols which reflect sunlight. Marine cloud brightening uses ships to spray salt water into the clouds above the sea. The salt particles would act as cloud condensation nuclei and would facilitate the condensation of water vapor into liquid. As more droplets are created, clouds would appear larger and brighter, thus reflecting more sunlight. Ocean mirror technique involves using a fleet of sea vessels to churn up millions of tiny microbubbles on the ocean surface. The reflectance of ocean foam can be more than 10 times higher than the ocean itself, so it is a sensible way to reflect sunlight. A similar method is sending a giant mirror or fleet of mirrors into orbit in order to reflect sunlight. The ocean is full of phytoplankton that use photosynthesis to capture CO2. When they die, they sink deep into the ocean, taking all that CO2 with them. Phytoplankton also need iron to grow. Ocean fertilization is the technique where we increase the ocean's iron content, causing the phytoplankton population to increase, thereby removing more CO2. Removing CO2 from the atmosphere and burying it in the ground, a process called carbon sequestration. The company called Climeworks has developed a technology called direct air capture that uses huge fans to suck air through a filter, to which CO2 chemically bonds. When heated, the filter releases the CO2 which can then be sold for other uses such as growing vegetables in greenhouses, making carbonated drinks, or even fuel. Afforestation is to simply plant trees. Trees use energy from sunlight to draw in carbon dioxide and water. Tree planting can only play a limited role, though an important one if managed well. Thanks for watching. My name is Harit and I want the world to be the same. Harit, that is green.